I'm reporting an organised stalking. The one thing I do want to draw your attention to as record this is this light. Strange light in the window. You hear those cars going up and down at great speed. They're driving very dangerously. But to draw your attention to the light, which is quite unusual, I found that quite astonishing. You can't really see the activity outside, but they are, these organised stalkers like to run their vehicles to harass and intimidate. I have the blinds pulled down because people just stare in, there's no privacy. And when I do that, there they go again. You see, they just start running their cars up and down. They probably can't see that very well because of that light that's pulsing back in here. Yesterday I uploaded a video. I reported on how the police coerce or co-opt, get people into organised stalking, into the so-called management of people like myself. The pretense is that I'm dangerous, mentally ill, in need of help. So people get on board, and they'll be told different things about me. So people probably assume that I'm dangerous or I'm mentally ill. I mean, nobody speaks to me around here. People are very wary of me. And I'm not gonna, I can't be bothered trying to sort of explain myself because it's just not worth it. But corrupt police officers are always behind organised stalking. And I reported on Andy Lewis because he wrote an excellent blog on it, and he's a person of highest integrity. And I actually read a bit from his blog, and I seem to be paying the price for this ever since. I came in to watch television yesterday evening, and the cars were just running non-stop. They're driving so dangerously, so fast. Blind bend down at the bottom, and the driving is horrendous. And not only to mention, to forget mentioning this also, is the fact the weather's very warm. So they're creating a lot of fumes, people with breathing difficulties. This is multiplied across towns and cities across the UK. You can't make this up. And also, they sent their foot soldiers, as I call them, back past the property to look in. There's another one going. To look into the window because the blinds were up. I pulled the blinds up because I thought, sod it, I want to see some daylight, And I had a mother and daughter, and the daughter was filming in the window. This is standard part of the course thing that they do. And she was very young, and if I got my phone and tried to film this, I'd have been done for filming a minor, which is just awful. And then it gets worse because a mobility scooter turns up with a chap I recognise from the estate behind, and two older women. And it was astonishing. There was two women and there was himself. And they were having some sort of conversation outside. They're going very slowly. And the woman stands in the road and pretends to talk to the chap on the mobility scooter, but all the time she's looking in the window, pointing up the road. As if to go at me, and you can't make this kind of stuff up. I mean, what I saw was just astonishing. I mean, what do you do when somebody just does that? I mean, we're talking about unhinged, and yet I'm the one that's meant to be mentally ill, allegedly. I don't know how that works, but I certainly don't do that to people outside their lounge windows. I live and let live. But they're running the cars, and this is what they do. They run convoys of cars around all over the place, and in the hot weather, it's not a good idea. And the police know what's going on. They're causing accidents as well too. But the noise is just horrendous. I find Peatmoor a very, very strange place, I have to say. And far from being unhinged, I'm actually quite switched on, and I see a lot. And what I see really troubles me. This place gives me the creeps. It really does. Because there's something very, very unnatural about the way some people behave. It isn't right. I know people looking in their telephones as they walk past, and I think the police want me to go out and sort of get very angry and say, "What are you looking at your telephones for? Why are you looking in the window?" When they're hoping for some sort of outburst. They want me to react negatively so I can be arrested or a section. I'm not going to do that. Watch the police, because quite frankly I'm too tired for one. I'm not very well, physically I may add, so no, I won't be reacting or conversing with any of your idiots that come past to cause a nuisance. End of video.